All right, welcome to another lesson brought to you by Significant Results. My name is AJ Delgado, and today I'll be talking about uh, a topic that is very common across many disciplines and also in research in general. Today we'll talk about what is a research question. I am often asked this question by many researchers, and it's always hard to come to a consensus. But today, I will talk about what is a research question, and hopefully, you'll leave this lecture having a better understanding of what it is. So, dissimilar to many terms that are talked about in research and statistics, a research question is exactly what it sounds like. It is the main question your research is trying to answer. And a research question is based on three main things: your topic of interest, previous or related research. I say related research because some studies are pretty novel and there's no background information, so you have to use something related in a different field or a different topic to make your argument for your research. And the last topic or the last criteria that is needed is the gaps in the research or clarification of previous findings. So traditionally, when you conduct research, you try to fulfill a gap that previous research has not done. Or you find a study, and in particular, you find the findings of a study from a previous research project, and it doesn't really make sense to you. Or they didn't control for enough factors, and your research study is going to control for those factors. Your research questions should include your variables of interest, both independent and dependent. If you have any moderating or mediating factors, those need to be included in your research question. It should also include the population of interest. It should also include the area of interest. In thinking about research, we have to make sure that when we investigate data or investigate a research question using data, we need to be specific in what we're trying to understand, or rather, what question we're trying to answer. One thing I like to highlight is that your research question should establish either the relationship or differences between variables. In statistics, we use data to understand relationships and differences between variables. The same thing should be said for a research question. Here's an example. Can resiliency increase medication adherence among Latinos living with diabetes in South Texas? As you can see, it is in the form of a question. You can also tell that I'm trying to investigate whether someone's personal resiliency is going to make a difference on them actually taking their medication to treat diabetes. And more importantly, I'm looking at a specific group in a specific area. Because when you look at specific groups, your data can only reflect the population that you were gathering data from. More importantly, the area is very important because some areas have more resources than others. So my findings can only be generalized to the people, place, and variables that I'm looking at. You can see that I highlighted, or rather color-coded, my variables. So my independent variable is going to be resiliency. My dependent variable is going to be medication adherence. I'm interested in the Latino population with diabetes. And the area is in Texas, specifically South Texas, because there is a different demographics in Texas depending on where you live. So essentially, your research question needs to have all these components for it to be very clear to the reader what you're trying to answer. Well, that's it for this segment. I hope that you find this lecture to be helpful, and I look forward to presenting other topics. In fact, the next topic after this is going to discuss hypotheses. Hypotheses and research questions go hand in hand. Once you understand the research question or how to create a research question, hypotheses are essentially very easy to extend a research question into a form of a statement. We will see you next time. Have a great day.